Hi, I'm Kat Kramer, and we're here celebrating the 5th anniversary of Kat Kramer's Films That Changed the World with the U.S. premiere of Fallout. And I have two very special guests with me today. Heather Mayfield, the daughter of Neville Shute, who wrote On the Beach. Heather is featured in Fallout. She's also on the panel this evening. And the legendary George Chakiras, who's been a big supporter of my series and also worked with my father, Stanley Kramer. So first of all, I know that George has not seen the film yet. You're here tonight to see it.
Yes.
You may know a little bit about it.
Yeah.
But Heather is in the film, and were you? It's right now in Australia. It just opened. Were you there at the opening, or were you there in Melbourne when they had the film festival?
No, I wasn't. But I was in Hobart, and they did a special showing in Hobart straight after the opening in Melbourne. They came down, did a special showing in Hobart, and then went back to Melbourne. And it is, I think, in limited release there. I have some friends who have seen it, and they say it's wonderful.
You're looking forward to
tonight. But it's not general release, though.
No, and this is the U.S. premiere. You know, no one has seen it except
the U.S. premiere. Oh,
this is
wonderful.
It could be the world premiere, except it's already in Australia.
Yes.
So.
Well, the Northern Hemisphere
Yes,
premiere.
yes, and it couldn't be more topical, wouldn't you say? Especially
Absolutely.
with what's going on. Now, George, you're a big activist yourself, and you came to a couple of my premieres, most recently the third installment, Elephants and Man, A Litany of Tragedy.
Yes.
And I wanted to know what you're looking forward to tonight with the film and the panel, you know, what you're hoping to, because I'm here to learn. I mean, even though I'm presenting this, I'm learning from all the panelists, and I'm hoping they'll answer my questions. So.
Well, I first of all, I'm just interested in hearing what everybody has to say. And what year was On the Beach released? Was it 1960?
59.
59.
Yeah.
I was in London when West Side Story, when it came out, and I remember seeing it and what an impression it made on all of us. It was it's all of your dad's films, of course, have something really serious to say, but this one is really serious with what is going on in the world today. And so I'm personally just very interested to see the making of the film and to hear what the panel has to say in general. I just think it'll be fascinating.
Well, Heather, I'm looking so forward to conducting the panel and seeing what you want to say. You know, there's this film, Pandora's False Promise. I don't know if you're aware of it.
No.
Well, it's raising a lot of controversy. It's a lot of anti-nuclear scientists and activists that are saying that nuclear energy is good for global warming. How do you feel about that? I haven't seen the film, but I know Dr. Caldecott.
She's supposed to be here
Yeah,
tonight,
she's here already.
She's here.
Yeah, she's here.
Good.
So I know she'd love to see you, but that's a film that I haven't seen, but people have been asking us about it. Pandora's False Promise.
Pandora's False Promise. Let's get one of the kids to write that down.
Yeah, I've got to see it. We'll address it tonight on the panel.
Oh, good. Okay.
That'll be
you seen
interesting because, of course, nuclear energy is supposed to be clean energy.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it's also very dangerous. I mean, with that tsunami in Japan, and we saw what
Exactly.
happened. I mean, it's.
Well, the fallout is supposed to be coming here to the West Coast.
Yeah.
I feel it's already here. I've heard that it's a lot of people are selling their homes, like in Santa Barbara and Malibu, just as of last week.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
Really?
Yes, yeah. I think
Because
I heard stories about starfish up in Alaska being just obliterated.
Yeah.
And nobody knows why. They can't figure out what's happening to them. They just end up as a little blob of something, you know? And, and that's in Alaska.
It's frightening, but you know, we're going to be talking about this tonight. It's going to be an open panel, and George, I hope you'll ask some questions to the panelists.
Yeah, sure.
I want you sitting in the front row.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kat.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kat.
Okay, very good.